What's up? What's up?
Hey y'all.
This is CNN Podcast, and we back with another one. Back like we never left. But before we start today, man, I just want to thank all the subscribers, everybody who viewed the video, everybody who reposted my post on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you saw it.
It's truly appreciated. Everything, all the support, all the love, is truly appreciated.
Man, we love y'all. Y'all gonna be the reason we gonna be rich. We ain't gonna forget about you.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna forget about you. But yeah, man. So today we kind of want to talk about how do you as an individual continue to go when when life's so uncertain, like you don't know what's next, and maybe things not so sunshine and rainbows for you right now. Like, what do you do?
How do you navigate through life even when everything is uncertain? Like, how do you get through life? Hmm. How do you get through life when
So,
everything is uncertain?
so to be honest, man, like keeping it all the way 100 ain't nothing easy,
No.
especially being a black man who took a different path. I could have jumped in the streets. I could have gotten the streets, but I wanted to be a football player. I wanted to go to college and do the collegiate ball thing, and that's what I did. Um, but it's not easy, man. When you try so hard to do the right thing, it seems like life just throws so much at you when you try to take the right path. Man, I could be scamming. I can be selling drugs to my black community. And I ain't talking down on nobody, man. I'm just saying, when you choose this path,
The opposite.
it's tough, man. And I ain't no here to cry or nothing.
It is though.
I'm just playing. I ain't crying, but
It is tough. Like that path, most likely you are the black sheep, you're very different and you stand out. Something about you is different. That path is not easy at all. Like you gotta be that one. I think like that's the reason of being called a chosen one, because you that one. Like that path not easy. Like it's
it's
not.
it's it's so non-traditional from especially where we from.
Yeah.
You know,
The dirty south.
the dirty. It just it's so easy to get tricked in the streets, and like I say, I don't blame nobody, and I ain't trying to talk down on nobody because it's so easy when you don't got a whole lot of people to just say, man, they came from where I came from, and I can do that too. It ain't a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
Every now and then we get somebody to make it out. You know, get an NFL player here. Shout out to Mooney.
Yeah. Shout out.
You get an NBA player there. Shout out to Elijah.
Shout out to all y'all.
You know, you get somebody every now and then, but it's not really a lot to look up to. So what generations do around here, it's turned to what they know, what they dad taught them, what they dad taught them, and just going back, man, hustle, get out here and go get it, man.
Seriously.
And
But as far as me, how do I navigate through life when it's uncertain? I would say being present, like being in the present moment and trusting what you can't see. Like you really have to trust in what you can't see. Like and trust yourself. you gotta trust yourself. Like you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta know that all is truly well, even when you can't see. So navigating through uncertainty is, I would say, it's like more so like getting out of comfort zone for me. Like I have to trust myself, and I don't know what's next, and I don't have all the answers yet, but I know I have to trust myself, and I have to trust in the unknown. Um, and there's a lot of growth comes behind it. So yeah, I would say that's how I navigate through uncertainty.
And like it do be like down days for you, huh? Like days where you like it's not working. Whatever you know what I'm saying, your routine,
Yeah.
you just feel like, man, this shit ain't working, man.
Yeah, when the interference, the voice in my head, that's not me, that be speaking and telling me like the what ifs are, all the things that could go wrong, or you should basically give up, or basically all the things that could go wrong, and their voice be so loud. But that's the beauty of being present in a moment where you're not living in your head and you're living in the now, and you allow life to unfold on its own.
Yeah,
So on my down days, if I'm battling those inner thoughts or the interference is trying to take over, I just do something to keep me present.
yeah,
And some days be hard, like real hard, but I keep going. I always make it.
right,
It always get better, and it was always working out.
right.
Yeah,
And especially being a parent,
yeah,
we talked about that last week. Being a parent, man, and knowing you got that responsibility, you got somebody that's watching your every move.
yeah.
You got somebody
Life is in your hands.
that don't understand bad days for real. Just don't.
No, kids don't understand bad days
Just
at all.
innocent, man, and didn't ask to be here.
Right.
So you got to get past, and that go back. I don't think I really answer like how I get through it. How I go by, uncertain aspects in life, I guess. Um, I know I got a goal in mind. You know, I did everything I did. I'm talking about all the schooling, all every situation that I've been in. It was my path. I put myself in a position while what they told me a position, go to school, get an education, and you can get what you want, you know.
Yeah,
And this is a prime example. This podcast is a prime example of me stepping out, being uncertain of of what's the outcome gonna be.
yeah.
You know, it,
Trusting yourself.
yeah, man. Like, and because I read up on a lot of stuff, man, and the schooling and everything. That's cool. I'm not trying to talk kids not to go to college or anything like that. But if you have a goal, no matter if your mama tell you it's crazy, your daddy tell you it's crazy,
Your grandpappy,
grandpappy,
granddaddy.
grandpappy, your favorite cousin, your uncle that get turned up every time he come to the cookout, they can tell you that's the craziest thing they ever heard in their life.
Yeah.
Good,
It's your life. It's actually not about what nobody else think.
good.
You have to drive the car in your life. You got to be the one in the driver's seat. Nobody else. Literally.
You can't be scared to take chances because when I think about my life, I have to say I'm a risk taker and reacted off uncertain situations in my life where Like just for example, going to the military.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh man,
Mhm.
it's an experience, that I can never forget. Like every detail is like printed in my mind because it was something I think they say only 1% of the world even do. Oh well, 1% of America, world or whatever, even do it is join the military. And I went nothing but in the National Guard. You know, a lot of my most memorable times was basic training, and just going through that, man, that really shaped me. It like I said, it was I didn't know. I didn't know. All I did was look at videos. I looked at the videos about the shark attacks. If my veterans and army people know what that is, like the shark attacks and well, how many push-ups they gonna make. But it was I couldn't. The videos couldn't even pinch what went on from basic training. Man, I went to Fort Benning, Georgia. And y'all know how that is if you're in the military. I went to Fort Benning, Georgia. I was a 19 kilo tall ass tankerman.
Who?
Tall ass tankerman. I was in the tank, 6 feet.
Mm.
Knees was hurting. Back was too. I didn't know what I was signing up for. I just knew I wanted to go to the military to, and I know people gonna shame me, but I wanted to get that to pay for my school. And I always knew I wanted to be a college boy. So I felt like I knew I wasn't gonna have no money. I knew I wasn't gonna have nobody paying for no school or whatever the case may be. So I was trying to find every way that I can get that taken care of. I can get that degree. The scholarships just wouldn't they wouldn't just beat my dough down. So I ain't know how I was gonna pay for school, but the military was an experience that I was so uncertain about. I had no idea. I don't have nobody close to me in my family that's a veteran or anything like that. So this was brand new, but I did it, and not only did I do it, baby, I I graduated. It was like 5 of us. We had to compete for what they call like a super soldier or something like that. I may be wrong about the name, but they picked about five, and it was like 125, 30 people, and they picked 5 of us. Me,
That's major.
the motherfucker that didn't know nothing about the army, that hadn't did a push-ups in months before I went to basic training. I graduated top of that class. They wanted me to switch and be an active, duty soldier, but that was never nothing I really wanted to do. It was just an experience for real. But that and also where I got my bachelor's degree from, Missouri. I never been there. And I took that chance, man. And now I'm rambling. Baby,
It's
anything you want
cool.
to say?
I was just thinking about a moment of uncertainty I experienced, and it was with you. Going to Dallas, Texas
Oh yeah.
to get into acting school. Like that was so uncertainty. That was uncertain. Like I didn't know. I didn't know, but I knew that I wanted to experience something different and believe in myself enough to know that I could go there and I can show up and I can do this. Like I could give this a chance, because acting, where I'm from, that's out the norm.
Yeah.
Um, that's really out the norm. So I that was major for me. That was very brave. I get it to
That
myself.
was
That was
brave
brave.
to go all the way
And
to
you
Dallas.
you was there, like
Oh yeah.
you got me there.
And I'm gonna be with you through everything. Everything. All the experience we have. And like I said, man, that was major.
It was.
You know, contacting those people and booking that date and going.
actually going. We're not talking about it,
eight
just
hour
imagining
drive.
it, but putting it into actions, you know? That was crazy.
8 hour drive.
Just to get into a acting school.
And just like the whole topic is, man, regardless of what you feel like is impossible, you uncertain about it. If you uncertain, you uncomfortable, that means you head in the right direction.
Yes, because growth is in the being uncomfortable, and it's in I'm sorry, and it's in the uncertainty for sure.
Right, man. So, we ain't trying to talk y'all ear off, man.
I actually was good for another chitty chat. You got another
Oh well,
you got another topic, you know? I mean, it's nothing to do a little rizzle dazzle.
but yeah, all right, so if we're gonna stay on here for a couple of minutes, man,
Yeah, a couple of minutes. Couple of
um,
minutes.
y'all could, I want y'all to really think about how y'all go about getting through those moments. I know we probably said in the beginning of the video, but I really want y'all to put in the comments.
Yes, your response, because your response may help somebody else or somebody else, your response could be a testimony. And we also want to know your response.
Right. Might help us a lot, man. So
Yeah.
please, interact with us, man, and give us that insight. But like I say, man, baby, we're not gonna hold them all night. All right.
But you ain't give me a little topic, a little cute topic.
Wait, go ahead.
Some cute, just throw a question at me.
Um,
Anything.
on a scale from 1 to 10, how much are you enjoying going to the gym? Since we're gonna talk about something,
8.
8.
Yes.
And
The reason, okay,
oh,
you
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
baby. I'm sorry.
The reason it's not a 10 yet because it's still uncomfortable,
Right,
very uncomfortable. So it's like, you know, I wake up the next day and my body still be,
man.
in shambles. So I'm
You,
still adjusting,
yeah.
but I like it, but I'm still adjusting to it.
Is it any workouts that you want to give? Like what you doing in there? What you working on?
I do a little bit of everything. I work on the glutes. I work on the thighs. Betty, Betty vibes.
Like would you like if somebody was trying to work on their glutes, or what would you say?
um,
What you doing in there? Like what would you? How would you push them to get their glutes right? What you
work.
tell them?
Put yourself to work. Really, honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know. I just be getting on the uh exercise machines.
Okay,
I don't have the names down peck yet,
okay,
but I know it when I see it. So I get on it and yeah, I work out or I watch videos.
bet.
Yeah.
But man, I be in there, man. I, I'm trying to, man. If y'all can tell me also in the comments, I'm trying to burn this belly, man. I'm trying to burn this belly, man. If y'all can come up with some recipes, how y'all eating, or workouts y'all doing for the ab area or whatever, man, put me on. Put me on, man. And I mean, what I doing now, I'm strong as an ox now. Well, somewhat, but I be doing a lot of full body, man. I'm all in there. I'm all over everywhere. So it ain't nothing you can throw at me that's gonna run me off. So yeah, give me some exercises, man, to burn this belly.
And I'm open to advices and, suggestions too because yeah, some around the corner.
But yeah, man,
And I'm outside.
yeah, we outside. We try and do a little traveling. So
Yeah.
y'all know. So definitely like the video, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe, man. That's gonna help us grow. Man, we love y'all, man.
Love y'all.
Y'all be easy, man.
Mwah.
Be easy in them streets. All right.